How's it going, everyone? I'm Alexis Lopez, TCG, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be jumping in to our second play booster box of Bloomburrow. This set, honestly, has just been a lot of fun. I picked up the starter deck for this one. I picked up another bundle, as you can see here. So look forward to another video where we're going to be actually opening up an LCI bundle and a Bloomburrow bundle. So that'll be for another video. But this set overall has been a lot of fun. Now that the standard rotation finally happened for the new way that obviously standard happens every 3 years, and this being like the first major rotation that we've had for a while with Bloomburrow, I decided, of course, to jump into standard. So I started building a deck just like the first draft around Scavenger's Talent. Primarily that enchantment class was fantastic in pre-release. Obviously, if you guys, all of you saw the pre-release video I had there for the paper gameplay, Scavenger's Talent obviously was very detrimental and ensured that I lost the game. So I enjoyed that match so much, and I enjoyed that card so much, I wanted to build a standard deck around it. So for now, my first draft is nothing but Scavenger's Talent and stuff with food around it. So I've kind of iterated a little bit, got rid of some stuff. So let's go Gari overall. And honestly, like Igra has just been fantastic in that set. So I've been testing this out in Arena. So for today's video, we're hoping that we get things that go into Golgari. We already have almost a playset of Lumbra from just the collector booster boxes, which you can check out down here that we've opened up, and the play booster boxes. So we're hoping we get some Eager. We haven't got Eager in paper, so we're hoping we get some more Eager there. Scavenger's Talent, of course, we're trying to make sure we get the 4L so we can build around it. And yeah, it's just been overall a lot of fun with the set. Drafting experience has been a lot of fun. Obviously, it's a lot of 2-color sets and a lot of 2-color things. So I usually go and see what the dailies are and then draft around those 2 colors just to kind of implement different ways to have fun with the thing, and then not just go for the toughest draft set available at the moment, or the winningest one available. It's just a good way to just enjoy the game, and honestly I'm just enjoying the set overall. So without further ado, that's going to be the challenge for today. It's hoping we can get some Egras, hoping we can get some good value out of these. There's not going to be a lot of pricing. Bloomburrow doesn't seem to have a high quote-unquote value when it comes to the cards, but we'll try to talk about the cards that we're going to be using for standard and things that we'll probably implement to other stuff. Not a lot of stuff crazy for modern either. So we'll see what we can get from it. But without further ado, let's jump into the box. But as always, if you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course hit that bell notification to notify you of all the videos as they come out later. All that YouTube algorithm stuff, including the comments down below, really help the channel grow. So let's see what we get in this box today. So this is like the first like real play booster box that people are really feeling the differences between what was a set booster box and the draft booster box. So you can kind of really see the in between this time around. One of the reasons for that is the fact that there's not a lot of different sets being added into this one like there was in Outlaws in the Junction. Obviously the special guests are one thing, but having the big score and all that in Dungeon Junction was like a big implementation of why you got a lot of rares and mythics in play boosters. Modern Horizons, all getting those big cards in those sets was really cool. But then again, that was a Modern Horizon set. So Bloomburrow is finally the one, obviously within the standard set, that we're seeing what the value is going to be of play booster packs, and how many rares you're going to get. So a lot of the average rares in the first one that we got was just like 1 rare per pack. So we're hoping to see that. We're hoping that we see more than 2 rare, or like 2 or more rares in a pack, because that'll be really good. But we'll see how it goes. All right, so just the mouse click away. It's beautiful. So I wonder how this one's going to be implemented. So we have the foiling in the front. We have the island. All right, so we're going to be getting the rares early in this one. So that's actually pretty good for the video. And if you guys want to go through all the cards and kind of see all that, in the first play booster box that I opened, which I'll link down below as well, I do go slowly through the cards, commons and uncommons and all that, to see what it is. I'm not going to go super crazy fast on this one, but also I'm not going to be going through every card. But we're going to see the rares that we get. So Cruel Claws Heist and Valley Rally. We do start off with Rakdos right off the bat, which is beautiful. Repel Calamity, I like that card a lot as well. Moonrise Cleric, that's actually a card that we're testing out in the standard set, which is really good. Sunshower Druid, another one that we're testing out. So it's really good. I'm gonna, be able to see like, hey, this is the stuff that I'm testing out and things that I'm gonna be putting in the standard deck for Golgari. As always, we put the lands to the side, put the foilings here, see what we get. So it's gonna be one of the fun things about this set is like now that I have something to look for standard. Again, it's all iteration for the standard deck, but I want to try it out. It's done well so far. Obviously, I'm not like mythic or anything in there, but one of the fun things we're hoping to get here is more Osprey tokens, so that's great. We do have Bushy Bodyguard. We have a Kate Blade Assassin. Beautiful Swamp. This is a great coloring on this one. Innkeeper's Talent rare. So the Scavenger's Talent, by the way, is also a rare card, so that's also going to be not getting many of those. Which is why I'm hoping that we pack some today, just to be able to kind of make sure we have that on paper and see what we can do. I love this card. Stone Plate Imitator. Just like being able to kind of craft something new and see what we can make of it. I mean, a lot of people are loving Lizard within this set. The creature archetype is very, very fun. We need more food tokens because we are playing a food token deck. So that's cool. Shore Up. Beautiful Island. Whisker Veil Forerunner. Creature Mousebard. Hey, Moira Trash Tactician. Double rare in a pack, so that's a good thing. Strike Force. So I don't know exactly like how many we're going to be getting, what's like the... So obviously we had the two rares there. It was a legendary creature and just a regular creature. So I'm not sure if there's like a specific format that they go through to get those rares. So hopefully we'll start noticing the patterns and seeing how many rares we're going to get once we see like a certain pattern come out of the pack. But again, for this one, they're all on the front. So maybe we won't really notice that. Rabbit token. So yeah, I mentioned I got the starter deck. One of the cool things about the starter deck this time is that obviously I'm getting my... Oh wow, that's a great hit right there in Mythic. That's a Rotten Mouth Viper. It's a beautiful Mythic card that I'm also testing out to see if I use it within the set, because this one in particular is 5 in a black, but as an additional cost to the spell, you may sacrifice any number of non-land permanents. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent sacrificed this way. So one of the main things in the standard that I'm building is a lot of creations of food tokens. So everything creates food tokens, and Scavenging Talents allows that when a creature dies that turn on your end, that you control, you create a food token once per turn. So that's also food creation. That's a non-land permanent, and you can sacrifice those food tokens to bring in this Roundmouth Viper for cheaper. Also, when you sacrifice all those permanents, if you have the Scavenger's Talent at level 2, it lets you mill a target, whether it's yourself, if you want to play that, recursion with the graveyard, or if you want to mill your opponent to not let them really sit on exactly what they're having and just kind of throw everything to the graveyard. It's really, really nice. So, whenever Rotten Mouth Viper enters or attacks, put a blight counter on it. Then for each blight counter on it, each opponent loses 4 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. Now, this has been used against me, but again, all I'm doing, like a major part of the standard deck, is creating food token to either sacrifice a food token to gain life, sacrifice a food token to mill out people with Scavenger's Talent, or sacrifice those food tokens to pump and buff up my creatures. When this came in and had those blight counters on it, all I did was sacrifice my food tokens. So all my actual permanents, my creatures and my lands and all that, all my creatures, the enchantments, like artifacts, all I had on there, did not have to get sacrificed, or I didn't have to discard anything because all I did was sacrifice those food tokens. So again, that kind of meets a little measures, but man, it's a great pull in the Mythic there, especially with borderless one. Very nice. Bandit's Talent, Looping Flower Village. But yeah, I know I spent a good time talking about that card, but that card is really good, whether I'm using it or in the way that I saw it played against me. But what I was able to do with the food tokens is really fun. But even there, we only had 1 Mythic rare and no other rare. Anyway, let's speed this up. Iridescent Vine Slasher. Woo. That's a great card as well with the landfall. Essence Channeler rare. Driftloom Coyote. Huskbuster Swarm. I was trying this card out. Didn't really like it as much. Ended up taking it out of the deck for now. Saber. Now this was a good one that I do use because this target creature gets -2/-2/-2 until end of turn, and I create a food token. So again, creating food tokens is a big part of the actual deck so far. Again, it's a lot of different directions. It's a shitty first draft of a deck, but I'm liking it. I'm having fun with it, and that's honestly ultimately what matters, right? Fish. I don't have a lot of gifting in the actual deck that I'm playing for now. Swamp. It's a beautiful winter swamp. Artist talent. So we do get the talents, but not the talents that we're looking for just yet. We're looking for scavenger's talent here. Heatblade Mentor. Moonstone Harbinger. Really good. Really obviously synergizes well with bats for that one. Scales of Shale. Crumb and Get It. Crumb and Get It continues to be a great name for a card, by the way. Yeah, how are you folks enjoying the set? I mean, have you gotten lucky with the cards you're looking for when you're opening up pack? I mean, alone, the art on this set is fantastic, and I, for one, I'm a big fan of it. Now, we do get a nice foil rare here in Whiskervale Forerunner. Nice foil land. And then we get Zorline, Cosmos Collar, one white and a black. So double rare there with a beautiful land. For drafting though, like if I didn't have to like draft, you know, if I don't go and draft a certain color based on dailies, so far I'm having a lot of fun with otters and frogs. Like those are the two archetypes that I'm really enjoying seeing. I don't know, for some reason I'm trying to step away or like stay away from Boros. I just feel like everybody's playing it, so it's like not my cup of tea. Or I don't really see it open when I draft. I see a lot of blue open. So usually Demir is another one that I try to go to, blue black. Really fun. Oh, special guest. Beautiful mythic. So we got a borderless mythic and now a special guest mythic here in Swords to Plowshares. Now this one is the one that I was hoping to get because there's just beautiful art on this card. Of course, it's a card that you can really use in Commander. Instant exile target creature, its controller gains life equal to its power. I mean, you can use it in more format as a commander, but that's the one format I really use it in. Swords to Plowshare, very beautiful art. Thunder Trap Trainer Rare. Just look at that, Downtown Ambusher. Again, a lot of the art on this is just fantastic. Look at the splash portal. They're doing like the Doctor Strange portal. War Squeak, Veteran Guard Mouse. So yeah, as you can see here, a lot of lands. I haven't been putting all the lands aside. I should be doing though. A lot of Boros cards. Very good archetype in this set. But Golgari is honestly what I've been in Standard. It's what I've been aiming for. Starscape Cleric, beautiful. Intrepid Rabbit Foil. Plains. Alania Divergent Storm. Is it? I'm telling you, otters are a lot of fun in this set for sure. And one that I'm really happy to see is just like otters just do well. Otters is like one of the reasons why I almost considered trying to do Is It. But that card alone, Scavenger's Talent, is something that I kind of wanted to build around. And it's one of the main reasons why I started going with Golgari. I mean, look at this beautiful art. This is fantastic. Like, this could be something you would hang on your wall for sure. Ruthless Negotiation. Get a nice forest here. Haha! There we go. Scavenger's Talent. Beautiful hit. So again, let's go through this one. Whenever one or more creatures you control die, create a food token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever you sacrifice, level 2, whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards, and then level 3. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with the finality counter on it. It's a great resource and great way to bring stuff back from the graveyard. And all you do is sacrifice your food tokens. You should have enough by then. Really good. Wear down. Sleepad Village. Fell. Finish from early winter. Great art. Mentioned it before. All right. So Scavenger's Talent, we're glad we pulled that. We're hoping to get more of the Golgari colors here. Again, just want to bring that standard paper after I iterated a little bit more. Thunder Trap Trainer, beautiful offspring. After like I iterate that deck more, I want to be able to bring it to life and play it in paper. So looking forward to it. Island, Valley, Flame Caller, Heirloom Epic. Yeah, so we seem to be just getting like one rare per pack. A lot of blue red this one, but it's all right. Some really good rares so far. Some that we know we're going to be using. Obviously, me not really focusing on Boros. I'm not really looking into a lot of the cards that go there, but I do see a lot of otter cards that we'll be using. Rush Shield Rampager. But the two mythics that we've gotten really nice so far. Rapid Response. Beautiful Plains. Oh, finally, I haven't had this one yet. 3 Tree City. Finally, as 3 Tree City enters, choose a creature type. And then you can add 1 colors, or 2 and tap, choose a color, add an amount of mana of that color equal to the number of creatures you control of this chosen type. So very, very good for tribal decks. Obviously, my commander decks that I really love are Ur Dragon and Slivers. So this goes in there beautifully. And then depending on what I'm running for my standard deck, obviously this will run in there as well. Beautiful, beautiful land. I'm going to put that rare over here. We get another rare over here. Very nice. It's a great card here in Dawn's Truce. Actually, this art is really fantastic. Like the showcase art itself is really good, but honestly, I really enjoy this art too. Beauregard Mentor. Nice. Turbine Orator. This one's great. It also helps you bring stuff back from the graveyard. Just exile it. That's one thing you don't want to bring back from the graveyard though, because if you bring it back with Scavenger's Time, it'll have Finality counter, which means you can you really miss out on trying to exile it to bring something else back. Oh my god. Look at the signature. So good. So good on this art. Nocturnal Hunger. As good as the art is though, we definitely all we want are the offspring tokens. That's the big hits here. Camellia, the Seed Miser, Golgari. Whenever you sacrifice 1 or more foods, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. 2 and Forage. By the way, Forage is also sacrifice food or exile 3 cards. Put a +1/+1 counter on each other squirrel you control. So this is something we got to consider as well for that. Dream Dew Entrancer, very nice. Another rare this time. 2 green and a blue. And that's a frog, by the way. Frogs have been really, really fun in drafting. Just the bounce mechanics on frogs has been a lot of fun. It's like bringing it back and forth and like letting it live that way. Buffing it, creating stuff, drawing cards just by bouncing cards. Fantastic. You know, like you just pretty much bounce all those cards that have like the ETB effects or the enters effects, not anymore into the battlefield, right? But it's just a lot of fun. Arena. Again, Arena, that's where we've been doing and testing the decks before we try it off in paper, obviously. Oh, I missed a card here. Oh, we got another one. Oh, we missed a mythic here. Hugs, Grizzly, Guardian. This is Gruul. Legendary creature, Badger, Warrior. Honestly, Hugs is also like another great one. I mean, Gruul is another great color in this set. Byway, Barter. Honestly, just there's something for everyone if you look at the archetypes, right? I think that's been fun about drafting this one. And then my wife and I really had fun with starter deck so far. We played a couple matches. It's her first time really getting into Magic. We play Lorcana, so she kind of gets some of the basics. But she really is, you know, she was trying to play Magic with me. And so the starter set on this one was really good. Oh my god, look at the art. Whew. The beautiful order. And then yeah, the starter decks were really, really fun this one, for sure. Maybe I should record like the gameplay for this, right? See how it goes. Mockingbird. Now this is the card a lot of people are talking about as well. X in a blue. It's a bird bard and it has flying. You may have Mockingbird enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast Mockingbird, except it's a bird in addition to its other types and it has flying. So a lot of people are really, really liking this card for that. Mockingbird, very nice. But yeah, maybe I should record some of our starter matches. It's just been fun getting, you know, to learn the game, you know, with her as well, playing it. More than anything, like teaching like what sorceries and instances and how they work and all that. It's really easy, obviously, to think about when you play a land, when you play a creature, but knowing when to play an instant, that's something that I had to learn. as well, because I didn't, I was like, oh, the phases and steps that you can do. So it's like teaching all that as it comes and plays. It's really, really fun. Flowerfoot Swordmaster, Offspring, beautiful cards. Three-guard duo. Mountain. Manifold Mouse. Again, I mean, just look at this art. It's fantastic. It's just so colorful and so well. Vine Reap Mentor is a great card as well. It's a Golgari, so it's black and green. When it enters or dies, create a food token, and it's a 3/2 for 2, so it's not bad at all. Consumed by Greed. Baker's Bane Duo, hitting Grotto. Again, I missed some of the lands here. I gotta put more of the lands together. Alright, so we got in what? 3 mythics so far? I'm hoping the average is more than that, but we'll see. Spellgyre. Forest. Oh, it's a showcase rare here in Whiskervale Forerunner. We actually seen Whiskervale quite a couple times here, huh? Looks like it's trying to make us go Boros with the Valiant. Very nice. We get Phineas Ace Archer, Selesnya colors here. Very nice. Mabel's Metal. Again, very colorful art, which is one of the things that I'm really happy about with this set. And I mean, I'm going to mention it a lot, but the art, obviously, very subjective, but for me, a lot of fun and just great looking art. I see some of the deck boxes with the art on it. Very tempted. Let me tell you, very, very tempted. Again, the art just pops off. I really like how Deathing Denial looks in foil, by the way. Very good. Swamp. Valley Quest Caller Rare Rabbit Warrior. Lunar Convocation. Very nice enchantment. Starseer Mentor. Yeah, rabbits. I mean, oof. Very, very big part of the set. I don't know what I'm saying. Everybody knows that frogs, rabbits, birds, otters, lizards, mouse, mice, right? All those are big parts of the set. I don't know why I'm trying to name them all like, oh, these are, if you haven't thought about this, think about, but they're all there. You've all seen them. Life Breed Duo. Bats. Oh my god, I almost forgot about that. Scrap Shooter. Look at that. The crossbow in his hand. Made out of like the wood and stuff. Very nice. Beautiful rare. Hop to it. Bellowing Crier. Run Away Together. That's the one card like in the art everybody's talking about. I believe the art is also part of the bundle, so like we'll show that off when we open that up. Again, remember, look forward to, we're going to be opening up a Bloomburrow bundle and an LCI bundle. Hoping we get some Caverns of Souls in there. And of course, hoping for some Igras and some Scavenger talents in here. More mythics within those as well, hopefully. See what we get. More beautiful lands, of course. We get Paw Patch Recruit and rare. Storm Sketch Mentor, Hunter's Talent. So a talent, but not the one we're looking for. Rough Shot Duo, Wax-Wing Witness. Yeah, what are you folks building for Standard this time around with the rotation finally happening? Like, even when I'm playing Arena, I'm seeing a lot less of like the same things that I saw before. Manifold Mouse, beautiful with the Offspring token. Like, funny enough, I haven't seen a lot of Shoulder yet. Again, I'm not playing yet in Mythic. I say yet because I will get there. Osteomancer Adept, very nice. Until end of turn, you may cast creature spells from your graveyard by foraging in addition to paying their other cost. If you cast a spell this way, that creature enters with a finality counter. So a lot of finality counters here. Very nice. But yeah, like, what are you building? I haven't seen, like, obviously, like, within the standard rank stuff that I'm playing, I haven't seen a lot of Sheldred. I did run into, like, still some Infect stuff, but not as crazy. And I think, a lot of the newer stuff is when people are trying so far. Cardscation Mage, Offspring, beautiful. Seedglade Mentor. Forest. Sourport Mage, beautiful art. Yeah, I'm just seeing like a lot of people trying a lot of Bloomburrow cards within their actual ranked standard deck. A little bit of Outlaws, but it's actually a lot of new Bloomburrow cards. People are just trying out different things, right? Trying to iterate it right now. It's modern RCQ season. So obviously, people are focused on that for competitive and trying to build stuff out for standard season when that comes along as well. we're gonna have a couple of sets between here and there, so I'm sure people are just waiting to see what they can reiterate. Ren the Relentless. Again, this art is top notch. Drew Drop Cure. You can never get enough of that art. Honestly, I probably should get like a playmat of this art at this point. It's fantastic. For right now, we're sticking with our, Richard King Ferguson playmat here. Whoa! Don't worry, we still have our trusty sliver mat. We're just using this one for now. It's one of the new mats we got, so why not use the new mat? Farseek art. This is really fantastic. I don't even have to look at the name. I already know that's Farseek. Whisker, Quill, Scribe, Boil Swamp, Valley Rock Collar. Very nice. This is a good one when it attacks. Each opponent uses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of other squirrels, bats, lizards, and rats you control. A lot of 1 and a black rares here for black. Very nice. Beat the cycle. Hidden Grotto and Trippet Rabbit. Is there any cards specifically? I mean, obviously a lot of the mythics we're looking for, hoping we can get more. Obviously I spoke about the Igra, the Mahas. We've talked about the Lumras have been fantastic. The special guest hits are always good. I hear pretty much not that easy to get special guest cards in this set. So happy when we do get special guest. Sorry, went a little bit too much for that one. Send your wild guide. Yeah, a lot of the rares here are like 1 in the color apparently. Mudfly Village. Early winter. Yeah, I'm hoping to see hopefully more special guests. We got 1 in the last box. We got 1 in this box. I believe we also got 1 in the collector box. So far we're 1 per box, even with the collector box. So that's one thing. Is this a whoa? That one fell. I'll get that later. Island. Miss Breath Elder Showcase Art. And yeah, no more rares on that one either. Yeah, so still, even then, it's like the average. Even if you get a showcase, it's like the rare is going to be like specific art or something. All right, down to the last third. Going through here, the last third of the box. Hoping we get more mythics. So far, we have 3. 3 good mythics, right? Not bad. Starscape Cleric. Run Away Together. Again, this is the art that people really, really love. Otter and Frog. Island. Sunspine Lynx. Very nice. This is really good because players can't gain life. Gotta use that for sure. Fireglass Mentor, which we use in the pre-release if you want to check out that video. Uncharted Haven. Run Away Together again. We got it in foil and in regular. But yeah, this is going to be a low mythic count if we only get like 4 mythics, right? I would expect more. But, Elspeth here. Very nice art. But again, I guess that's, that's just is what it is with the play boosters now. Pecan Green Show. This is also one of the rares that comes in the starter deck, so very cool. Get here. So again, one of the reasons I'm not really doing pricing for the play boosters, it's not a lot of cards are going to have crazy value unless you're really looking at the collected booster box ones, like the alternate R ones. Obviously, the raised foils are the huge hit. You're looking at special guests, especially the planeswalkers if you're hitting those. Porter's Overflow. Season of Loss, beautiful mythic here. We are running one of these as well. That's the one we can use the pause. The different seasons are pretty good. That's one that we're definitely using for sure. But yeah, a lot of the value, quote unquote, is obviously with some of the mythics, but also just on the alternate art that you see with the actual cards from the collector booster boxes. So nothing too crazy. So like if you're opening packs for this one, it's mostly to draft or to hopefully hit the stuff you're looking for your actual like deck. or you're just hoping to be able to build something with the actual cards that you open up, which is also really good. Look at that, Season of Gathering. Okay, so we said 4 minutes was slow, so they said, you know what, here you go, we can have 5. Again, pop prints really nice on this one. Oh, I thought they're gonna be like the same cost, like the, you know how we kept seeing the rares with the 1 in the color aspect, but this one is actually 4 and 2 green. This is 3 and 2 black for the different pricing. But I mean, look at the art on these. These are fantastic art. It's just like kind of like pencil sketches and stuff like that. It's really, really nice. All right, no other rare within here. Phantom Borbell, really nice. It's a really good one because you can, you know, look for a land and you pay 1 and sack it, you draw a card. Really good. You play it, you search your deck for a land, shuffle your deck, put the land on top, and then it's gonna be your next draw. So then you can also just sacrifice that Phantom Borbell, and you'll get the land next, since you already know that's on top. Forest. Ooh, Mabel, Heir to Crack Flame again. Boros, really good here. Oklahoma. Whoa, what did I say? Oak Hollow Village, beautiful. Again, very, very Boros heavy that I keep seeing. It's just like the eyes pop right to that. Like you already know that's what you're looking for. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Let's see, what is this? 4 or 5 more packs. Let's hope we can get some nice more mythic. We still have not seen any egress, so we're hoping we do. Now we're gonna have to buy that playset to try it out. I mean, I'm only running 2 egress so far. Hey, we do get a Crack Flame token here. Very nice. We haven't had one of those, I don't think. Water Spout Warden, Swamp, Gev, Scaled Scorch, Rakdos. Again, Rakdos is always gonna call for me, right? Lizard Rakdos is very, very fun. Really good as well. Might have to build something around that as well. See what we can do if we don't like the Golgari stuff. Or ultimately, if we don't like the Golgari stuff when it comes to the standard deck, we might go Rakdos. It's old reliable. It's stuff that we enjoy, and mid-range decks in Golgari and Rakdos are never a bad thing. Real Spark Shooter, Mountain, Wishing Well Artifact is very nice rare. We're down. We only got 1 3-tree city so far as well from everything that we've opened, which is crazy enough. We might have to just pick up that playset for that on its own. Again, you folks already know, if you're looking for any single or sealed product, check out your LGSs first and foremost. But if anything, you can always check out my affiliate link down below, to tcgplayer.com. That's your one-stop shop for singled and sealed product for TCGs. So again, use my affiliate link down below for TCG Player. So if you can't find what you're looking for in the packs that you open, you can get the singles there directly to you. Very, very nice. And when you do that, you also help support the channel. Well, why not? Of course, if your LGS has those singles first, support them first, always. Quake Tusk Boar, Swamp. Hey, Lumbra. If we didn't have a playset before, because I know we had 3 for sure, we definitely have a playset of Lumbra now. Look at that, 6 mythics. Again, only 1 rare within that mythic. Wow, very, very, whoa. Very well. I was going to say very nice, but no, I wanted more rares than this. You know, when they first announced Play Boosters, I assumed that we would be getting more rares than us. At least 2 in each pack kind of thing, but it's tough. You know, obviously you want rares to be rare, whether it's a mythic rare or regular rare. We kind of see what happens when they're, you know, not when you get at least 2 rares per pack in Lorcana. Obviously you see that the pricing of a lot of those cards aren't high. So like, one of the good things about that is that when you try to play the game, it's not very expensive to get into the game. But if you're trying to buy packs for value, Lorcana itself only holds real value in the enchanted cards and some of the higher end legendary cards, like the Diablo, the Rapunzel with healing, the Maleficent. These are, you know, obviously the 2 first chapter cards there. Diablos from the recent set. You have the Ursulas. You have the Sad Boy Beast, is what, you know, we call the Silver Beast from chapter 2, Rise of the Floodborn. You have the Robin Hoods as well from chapter 2 legendaries. Like, those are the ones that really hold the value other than enchanted cards. And in Magic, you see a lot of the collector booster alternate art cards, like the raised foils, hold the power and the value, but we don't really see everything else fall as much for easy to get kind of pickup decks. And I think that's the one of the things that you do see in Arcana, because you get 2 guaranteed rares each time, whether they're rare, super rare, or legendary, is one thing. So you do get 2 each pack. So you see the rares, like all the rares are usually low priced. Super rares may be higher priced, but not really, unless they're in meta decks, which is really crazy. But then Magic, it's like you'll see that some of the rares can go for a good price, but mostly it's mythics. But if we start doing 2 rares per play booster, we might see that price drop and make it easier for people to get into the game. But for those who are looking for value, they would just have to make sure they picked up collector booster boxes, which I guess is what you ultimately want, right? You want people to be able, you want players to be able to play, get a play booster box for cheap, to be able to kind of get into the game and build decks or standard decks without too much problem. But you also kind of want to retain some value in that, so you can trade in stuff for the next set, or trading stuff when stuff rotates, right? So it's a very difficult place to be, but it does feel tough when you don't see that many rares in a pack. Ultimately is what I'm saying. Oh yes, let's go. Igra, Eater of All, beautiful card here. Let's talk about this card. It's 3 black and a green, so Golgari. Legendary creature, elemental cat. Ward, sacrifice of food. So it's already, the ward is tough. If you don't have food, you can't really target this creature. Other creatures are food, artifacts, in addition to their other types, and have 2 tap. Sacrifice is permanent, you gain 3 life. So that's the downside. When you play this card, everything else becomes food. So you could sacrifice something, a non-land permanent that you have, because it is now a food. Whenever a food is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Igra, Eater of All. That means any food at any time. So this card can get pumped really fast. Now, when people think of sacrifice of food, they forget about that line where it says other creatures are food artifacts in addition to the other types. And people keep thinking about the food token and sacrificing that for the ward. So people have to remember that important line. Everything is now food. Well, other creatures are now food artifacts. So you can sacrifice a creature to get this ward off this creature. But a lot of people tend to kind of fixate on that food token. So for now, it's actually pretty powerful. But the fact that you can, in the deck that I'm playing, sacrifice food to gain life, pump this up, and then milk creatures with the scavenger's talent, just a great and fun overall deck that just really synergizes well together. But there you go, another mythic in Igra. One of the cards we're looking to hit. We're looking to hit that scavenger's talent. We hit that as well. And I just kept blabbing on and on about, you know, the pricing of rarities and all that, but you got more than 4 mythics, so we can't be mad. Lorcana has 24 packs in the booster box, and you get an average of about 4 legendary, which are the big hits, other than enchanted, of course. This one, it's 36 packs, and we got in 6 mythics. So kind of seeing maybe the math does end out. We do get more off-screen tokens, though. That's good. Sunshower Druid, Island. And we finish out with the Portent of Calamity rare, and only 1 rare in the last pack. Just so much red and green. Gruul here, we get the Saver. Very nice. Shore up. Can't be mad at that, right? So let's count overall how many mythics we got. We got Igra, Eater of All. Lumra, Season of Gathering. So that's 3. Season of Loss, 4. Hugs, 5. Swords Plowshare, 6. And then Rod and Mouth Viper, 7. So we got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 2 like borderless one because of the special guest, and the rest are just regular art, which is not bad. Regular frames, regular hits. We got some good amount of rares, of course, that we saw, at least 1 in each pack. You know, obviously some that had mythics didn't have the rares, but overall, I really enjoyed this actual play booster, and I continue to enjoy this set. So I'm looking forward to seeing if I can get more here. Ultimately, I think we're gonna have to at least get 1 more Igra on our own. Just buy it if we don't get it in this bundle, just for the deck we're testing out at the moment. But for now, Arena is a great place to test that out. So of course, you guys will have chances for that. Check it out, test it out, see what you get. Let me know what kind of decks you guys are making, you know, what you guys are doing for draft, and what maybe you're trying to pull off that you can do in draft that a lot of people aren't talking about. I appreciate all of that in the comments. And of course, let me know what you think of this set so far. Were you going to be buying any more packs, or are you going to be going straight for singles? Of course, let me know. And of course, use my affiliate link down below, tcgplayer.com. Helps the channel, and of course, get your cards at a very good price shipped directly to you. And as always, if you guys like this video, hit that like button. hit that subscribe button, and of course hit that bell notification. It lets you know when all the videos come out. For now, it's going to be Mondays at Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's when all the videos are going to be coming out so far. And when we add additional videos, that'll be throughout the week. But of course, that bell notification will let you know when those are out. And if you want to support more directly, go ahead, patreon.com/AlexisLopezTCG. You can support the channel directly there with Discord access, behind the scenes talks, and of course, any other things that we have on there, whether it's me updating as like when I do different weeklies or when I do the actual RCQs. And of course, when I ask questions for you guys can vote on what we want to do for other videos on this channel. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. As always, wherever you are, I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'll see you folks next time. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Take care. Peace.